Hi folks, I'm Susan Willens. Welcome to my company, Photographics. Have you ever wanted to be your own boss, own your own business, run your own show? If you're ambitious and like so many want to control your own destiny, make money for yourself instead of somebody else, then these 5 tips are for you. I can't believe my husband and I have owned this business for 25 years. I'm proud of that fact, but I think I'm most proud that we've stayed married for 28 years while working together. Now that's worth celebrating. 25 years later and 3 kids, we've learned a lot about how to make money in a small business. My grandmother used to say, it's better to own your own peanut stand than to work for somebody else. With jobs being cut right and left, it's no wonder more people want to be the boss. And today, it's easier than ever. By now, you're probably wondering why I'm in pink pajamas. Well, I've never been a high heel sort of gal. I like to be comfortable, and honestly, it's hard for me to think if my feet hurt. But actually, there are 3 reasons I'm inspired in my pink pajamas. First of all, these days you can actually make a living in your pajamas. I've closed many deals at home while still in my pajamas. With technology everywhere, you can be, well, anywhere. I also watched my father and mentor, an attorney for over 55 years, settle more lawsuits using the phone in his own office than he ever did in a courtroom. Just to prove that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, here's a photo to prove it. Yes, that's me on his lap. So I owe it to him for teaching me how to make money and be comfortable at the same time. Lastly, I've decided to take everything I've learned about running a small business and share it in a book I'm writing, which is aptly titled, The Boss in the Pink Pajamas. This book is for anyone wanting to run their own railroad, but actually it's for anybody sick and tired of being bossed around in life. So today I want to give you a little teaser with 5 strategies critical to making money as a small business owner. Take a look at these statistics. So if you want to be part of the 26% like us that are still ticking a quarter of a century after we began, here are 5 areas that deserve your attention. Number 1, pricing. Most owners know it's important to know your costs, but don't forget to update those costs regularly or your bottom line will plummet. Know what it costs to open up your doors every day, also known as overhead. Even in a home business, you have expenses you wouldn't have if you weren't selling something. Create a simple formula for pricing with a bottom threshold that you never go below, because this will make you a better negotiator. Contrary to how many do business, we give customers the best price we can the first time. We have no regrets if we don't get the job. Integrity matters to customers. If they can beat me down on price, then what does that tell them? That I didn't give them the best price to begin with. I don't like establishing wishy-washy cycles that cost time and train buyers to, frankly, not believe me. And most importantly, sell at a higher price than your competitor by making service a part of your product. Even if you're selling a widget, there's always a service aspect to your business, and be the best at that and charge for it. If you're winning every job, your price isn't high enough. Add value and charge more rather than cut prices to bring in business. That brings me to number 2, quality and service. Be perfect. I know that sounds idealistic, but it is actually more than possible. I can count on one hand how many rejections we have had in 25 years out of tens of thousands of small jobs, all custom manufactured. I don't say that to brag on us, I say that to prove my point. Create systems and checkpoints to prevent mistakes in their tracks. Sure, mistakes are going to happen, but if you catch them right away, not only does the customer never suffer, but your losses are minimized. Minimal loss means maximum profit. Say what you're going to do and do it. It's such a simple principle, right? What happens when you do this? You create trust. Customers can relax when they do business with you. I call it off-the-desk rewards program. There's no greater gift you can give a buyer than one less thing they have to worry about. Number 3, be a lean machine. Don't get caught up in the latest and greatest of stuff unless it makes you more efficient and you can afford it. State-of-the-art is not always geared for small businesses. Sometimes horse and buggy methods are more cost-effective and faster than high-end technology, allowing you to give faster service than your larger competitors. Be willing to wear lots of hats. In a small business, make sure everyone, including yourself, is trained to do many jobs. Heck, sometimes I'm a salesman and sometimes I'm head quality engineer. All that matters is satisfying the customer with the least amount of labor as possible. I think of our business as a symphony orchestra. No matter where we're sitting, we need to be able to play the instrument that's there. Number 4, nurture your niche. This is big. Success in a small business should not be about how big you are, how high your gross sales. That dream is so misguided. It's all about net profit. Think of it this way. The higher your gross sales, the more aggravation, the more employees needed, more customers, higher costs, everything, not just your gross sales, but everything goes up. In other words, you have more work to do. Isn't it better if you can make more money doing less work? Of course it is. It's all about net profit, what ends up in your pocket after all is said and done. Therefore, carve out a niche in your industry and be really, really, really good at it. Use all your smallness to your advantage by servicing the customer with personal attention. Become an expert that your customers can rely on. Remember though, the smaller the niche, the more you have to sell yourself, precisely because you don't handle everything. But what you do handle, you do perfectly. Wouldn't you pay more for a cardiac surgeon to operate on your heart rather than an internist? Same idea. Number 5, know how to collect money. So you're doing a darn good job charging your customers, keeping your business lean, but your receivables are aging and you have cash flow problems. In 25 years, we have never once had a cash flow problem. And trust me, it's not because our business is any different from the Knicks guys in terms of products, pricing, or our customer base. There are 3 reasons we've been able to do that. 1, all first orders are not on account. We want to get to know you a little bit before we let you borrow our money. Get this in your head. Extending credit is someone borrowing money from you, so treat it as such. 2, we check credit applications before extending that credit. The goal is more to find out how fast they pay rather than just if they will pay. This way I can preempt a problem if needed. I can request an email from a payer before accepting the order. If the squeaky wheel gets the grease, I'm really squeaky, because collection efforts quickly erode small profits. In 25 years, I've only had to ask my attorney father to write a letter twice. I'm my own lawyer, and you all know how much money that saves. I'll have examples of letters in my book, The Boss in the Pink Pajamas, but I'll give you a couple of quick tips now. Keep a chronology of dealings with the customer and supporting documents and emails ready to go. Find the right person who actually has the authority to pay you. Put requests and demands in writing and always ask for what you want in the first sentence. Remember, anger will get you nowhere. Investigation will get you paid. Always give a deadline for a reply so you can begin to get a feel of their responsiveness and what you're dealing with. Is it a cash flow issue, missing invoice, an order conflict, or is it a real deadbeat? You can't squeeze blood out of a turnip, so you best adapt your demands to the actual facts of the situation. These are just 5 of many strategies to being your own best boss. I can't wait to share all of my inside secrets in my upcoming book, The Boss in the Pink Pajamas. The skills I will teach you about negotiation, customer service, and quality will do more than rise your business to a new level. I hope to raise your life to a new level. In the meantime, if you're ever in need of nameplates or labels, you can check out our website or my blog on mastering a fit lifestyle at fitskits.com. Let's just say when I'm not in my pink pajamas, I'm either in running shoes or cooking up a healthy vegan recipe in the kitchen. Please send me your email so you can be one of the first to preview the book. I'd love to communicate with you. Just know that while being your own boss has its challenges, there is no greater reward than knowing you're working for yourself.